Okay, I missed the week deadline again. I set that for myself. Hasn't been going too good because I don't think I've made a single one of my week deadlines in any of my videos. But that doesn't matter. One day, I think I'll stop mentioning it in my videos and one day I'll just start doing it. Been around 11 or 12 days since the last one. One day I'll start doing it. Not today though. Now about the drawing, I know in the last video I said I would make a banger. What happened to that? Let's get into it. So I had two ideas in mind. I tried one of them. Let's just say it was above my pay grade. That one didn't go too well. Looked at it at the end and went, holy shit, that looks bad. So tried idea number two. Idea number two was also pretty hard. And I went, whoa, I can't do this one either. So I had to lower the bar a little bit and do an easier one. That's not to say what I did in this thing wasn't good, but it wasn't the two bangers I had in mind. Now, I'll get to those bangers eventually, but I'm gonna have to change my plan of attack. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of minute, minuscule bangers and build up my skills. And then one day I'll give those two ideas a go again. Give them a run for their money this time. Now, onto the drawing. What did I draw today? Samurai, neck slice, blood, splatter. Inked too, no color yet. I'll do color one day, don't worry. But here's the thing though. Before we get into even making a drawing, let's see if you can do a sound test and notice difference. So what did that mean? This is an old one. You might recognize this from an earlier video. This was done on sketchbook paper. You hear that flimsiness? Now this new one, let's just say, listen to this. Thicker, better, more effective. Took a quick stop at an art store nearby and got some paper, more equipped for the ink. The actual drawing though, did the sketch of the two guys, the bottom guy, pretty straightforward. The top dude, I had to redo his body once. I think I still need to get better at doing the general shapes and outlines before I actually start going into the detail. I'm talking about the circles for the head and the shoulders, torso, making a box or a circle there, whatever you like to do. I usually do lines for the arms and legs and put little circles where their joints are, and put squares and rectangles for their feet and hands. The actual inking part of it though, sketching was straightforward. Inking, pretty straightforward. Inked it up. The shadows I do like. What I did is I took a chill pill, I slowed down on making my lines. And that helps me, I'm not saying I went like 0 speed, but I didn't, usually I go like, but for the shadow I slowed down more like, I don't know what those sounds were, but you get the idea. I slowed down and that helped me make the lines a little more neat for the shadow, evenly spaced and stuff. I could have still done better with some more practice, but that'll come with time, I guess. The blood splatter, I'm gonna be honest, I think that's my favorite part of this. When I was doing that, it felt so smooth. Oh wow, ooh-wee. That's a nice splatter. I will say though, it did look better before I made the wall, because the wall kind of covered up the end of the splatter. But it is what it is. And then after I finished inking everything, I got some markers out, some gray ones, and put in some gray tones. Now I'm gonna be honest, I do think I liked it a little better before I used those gray markers. Why do I like it better before? I feel like the markers kind of made it look a little cartoony, or a little more cartoony than I was trying to make it look. There's got to be a way to do those gray tones without making it cartoony. And I think it turned out pretty well, even though it wasn't the two ideas I had coming into it. This was a third backup scenario. What else? Anything else? Not really. I did a good try on this. Maybe within 1 or 2 or 3 more drawings, I'll start slipping in some colors now and then too. I want to bust out my watercolors again. I also got some colored pencils. Or I didn't get them, but I've had them. That's it for this video though. So see you later, alligator.